What's up, folks? How y'all doing? I apologize right now if I'm not going to be as coherent as I would like in my usual videos. I'm a little bit disheveled too, but I'm kind of all over the place today. It's crunch time, so I'm all over. I'm shopping and doing 10 million things all at once, so I'm not the greatest multitasker alive. But anyways, a buddy of mine sent me something on Twitter, and I told him I'm going to probably do a response video. So I hope I get my main points across, as per usual. Tend to go on these tirades. And what he sent me on Twitter was a food chain here, a fast food chain here in Quebec, warned that they could close the restaurants or cut hours unless the federal government restores access to temporary foreign workers, arguing it's becoming harder to find local staff willing to work in fast food. Now, I'm going to be honest, you guys. I was at McDonald's the other day. Haitians. Most of the people that work there are Haitians. Most of the McDonald's that I've seen so far, and the Tim Hortons, there's not too many white people. And I'm going to be honest, even with the naturalized citizens, don't want to simply just have a fast food job, because there's two things. You're replacing them with temporary foreign workers. That's one thing. And in terms of opportunity, not everybody wants to be in fast food. Not everybody has the... not everybody sees that as a stepping stone anymore. Yeah, you're just gonna go flip burgers at McDonald's. Well, that joke is like really true now. So at this point, even for myself, I would say no, I wouldn't be working at McDonald's simply because I got talent. I have actual things to achieve than doing that. I'm not looking down on these individuals. I don't know them. I'm saying that about me personally. And a buddy of mine sent this to me, and he was talking about how people don't even like fast food, from my understanding, because it's kind of ghetto in where he lives. I'm not going to disclose where in Oregon he lives. He thought we had all this awesome French food, and this is where I kind of want to get into the video, okay? So it might be a little bit foreign. It might seem a little bit odd, what it is I'm about to say. But dudes, despite Quebec being its own country, we have almost everything. We have almost everything. It's not just fast food. We have A&W. We have McD's. We have Subway. I recall we also had a Taco Bell. And somewhere in Montreal, we had like a P.F. Chang's or something. But we do have restaurants that are not simply just Quebec or something like that. We have a fast food chain here that's called La Belle Province. Hot dogs, hamburgers, poutine, the whole fucking thing. Fries. And the one that I tend to go to for my other half, because he'll ask me to go, it's owned by Greeks. So yes, even with something that is very, very French, like La Belle Province, that's what we call that here in Quebec. So they named the restaurant after what Quebec is called, a beautiful province. Well, you should see our fucking rivers. Very swampy, and go into other districts of Montreal. You will see it's not as beautiful as people like to say it is. Okay, you got Quebec City, you have Montreal, the historical parts, but there's more to life than just that. Yeah. So we have fast food here. We also have different chains of restaurants that probably some of you have never had or even heard about. We don't have an Applebee's. We don't have an Olive Garden. We don't even have a Chick-fil-A. We don't have that. Some of the things that I had previously mentioned, we do have. We have from different walks of life. We've had Chinese food. I've tried Indian. Lebanese, that we have. Yes, we have Italian food. Shock. Well, this one may fucking surprise a lot of you, seeing as I'm in a relationship with a bloody Greek, and the Greeks like to invade what the Italians have perfected. Greeks also have a plethora of restaurants in that one fucking part of the GMA that I'm not going to disclose. All are all conglomerated there. And all you see, and I hate to say this, once you try one Greek restaurant, it's like you tried all of them. So let's not be surprised by any of this, like, at all. It's not just French food, you know? Here in Quebec, there's an insult that you tell a French person to eat their pea soup, drink their Pepsi, and eat their Mae West. I'm not even quite sure how the context, like what makes it insulting. I think it's like poor people food. So it's more of an economic sort of insult to tell these people. And they get called frogs and shit because the way that they pronounce certain words. And, I mean, if you hear like a Pierre-Laine Québécoise, I don't even fucking understand them. So even here in Quebec, there's... Like, the Montreal French is not the same as, let's say, Gaspé, or the more north you go, or Quebec City. Like, my French is informal. It is, like, a mixture of Québécoise and just French that I've learned on the streets, French I've learned in school, French, like, a plethora of places. Like, you could describe the same thing in, like, whatever. Like, it's a very diverse way of speaking. You know, there's not just one way to explain something. It's pretty malleable. It's a malleable language. But in terms of restaurants here in Quebec, it's not just French food. Yes, we got the most overrated poutine. I don't care for poutine. I don't give a fuck about it. What else do we have here? Pain chômeur. It's like, I don't even know how to explain pain chômeur, but whatever. You got that. You got the shepherd's pie thing. I think that's pretty Québécoise. Tourtière. Tourtière is meat pie. You can make that yourself. It's not hard to do, to be quite honest. But I'm not fully versed with the French food over here. They have their own thing. You know, Google French, like Québécoise cuisine. You're definitely going to find some things. But in terms of what we have over here, it is a diversity. It is a mixture of things. And I will just say, when you think there's, especially up here in French country, just when you think something is owned by French people, it's not. The Greeks have invaded the spaces here. And how do you know? How do you know if the person is Greek? They have to advertise souvlaki somewhere, somehow. And one of the most popular things up here, that is thanks to the bloody Greeks, is brunch. We have two places that are competing across each other that used to be partners, and now they have their own chain of breakfast places, and it's actually quite good. It is very good. But in terms of our cuisine, it's diverse. You get a mixture of things. It's different. You're gonna find that even with the bakery business. Oh, especially the bakery business. That was me once upon a time, and I'm speaking as somebody who was in that business, food retail. That's what I was in until fairly recently. And yeah, you see things. I worked with the Beetlejuice. The matzo boards, never tried it, but the matzo bread tastes like cardboard, so no fucking thank you. Been there, done that, not doing that shit again. So I have a bit of a bias when it comes to this, and I'll be honest, even the lox over here and the bagels are way fucking better than Florida, than New York, than Tirana. It's just a bready bagel. Like, it's not the fucking same. Like I stated, it is much better up here in terms of our food, but in terms of choices, there's a lot of fucking choices. It's not just French food. Despite the advertising that they want to, it's all French here, and people are surprised that we have Anglophones here. Bitch, there's a place called the West Island, okay? That is where a good ton of snobby, rich bitch Anglophones live. They speak English there. The stop signs actually have the word stop. Stop and arrête on the stop sign. That is very triggering for some people. So much that the OQLF have to make a stink about it. Even Go Habs Go is very, very bad. So yes, despite it being French, officially French, it doesn't fucking matter. Diversity is our strength when it comes to the food. But I do agree. Variety is the spice of life. I do like that. It gets very boring when it's just the same old song and dance. And I could say that as somebody who has tried the Greek food and it tastes all the same to me. It tastes all the fucking same. So maybe I could make another video explaining a little bit further of some of the restaurants that I like, but dude, it's not just awesome French food. Our food here is better compared to the other places that I just mentioned. So, figure I just pointed out. Peace out.